rolling around in that car, bumpy, and a tremendous amount of gear shifting. And at a point like this, when he nails that big American V8, the torque delivered to the back tyres is absolutely huge, and it's all got to go through those little drive shafts.
This is the Power Macintosh Oldsmobile Spy, sponsored by Apple Computer, running in 10th place. And in case you're wondering, yes, it is that Dickens family. He is a descendant of the writer Charles Dickens. Despite the fact that Charles Dickens was English and Stanley Dickens hails from Sweden. He won the 24 Hours of Le Mans driving a Mercedes with Jochen Mass and Manuel Reuter. There's Ross Bentley in second place right now, with Butch Leitzinger just behind.
Butch Leitzinger in to add strength to the Dyson team, and he has driven very well in the outings he's had in this car. Very different to the sort of car that Butch Leitzinger has been used to driving, or he did some, I think he did the Winston Cup race at Watkins Glen, and certainly did the Bush race there. The car's looking identical. James Weaver. In fact, the three of them here got pretty good. Whoa, great bit of power slide there from the Ferrari. And again, into traffic is our James Weaver, passing the 31 car.
Now Ross Bentley from Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada, finds himself behind this slower car, and you can see how a high-speed world sports car can be held up. James Weaver is already down there in turn 4.
Yeah, he didn't make it very easy for Ross Bentley to get by there, and of course that sort of thing can be absolutely disastrous to your lap time, especially when you're trying to get a position. But that, of course, we don't know whether that helped Butch Leitzinger or hindered him on. And there's, you've got to put it down onto this slippery surface. 75 car, Johnny O'Connell, now trying to make itself felt, as it must be leading the GTS 1 class, and right behind Fermin Velez in the 3 car. Oh no, there's Johnny O'Connell still trying to get around Fermin Velez in the 3 car, and he does so. So Fermin now drops to 5th. But Fermin leading the Ferrari contingent, certainly at the moment. You can hear, oh, that sound.
Racing on home soil. There's Johnny O'Connell. Here comes Fermin Velez. Now, these are the 4th and 5th place cars overall, and they are well back from our top 3. Wayne Taylor runs 6th. And behind him, Mauro Baldi in 7th. Baldi started well back after deciding to change the...
Going down the inside and gets around him, going into that tight little left-hand corner there. And still in front of him is Johnny O'Connell in the 1st in the leading GTS 1 car.
With that, Fermin Velez can kiss his championship goodbye if this is the way the race finishes. So Velez has some work cut out for him, or he may be banking on someone dropping out ahead of him.
Which I suppose the way street races are and the length of this race, you know, it's a relatively good gamble. But racing being racing, I wouldn't count the money just yet, Fermin.
And that money is fairly substantial, a $100,000 bonus to the Exxon World Sport. Ooh, Wayne Taylor.
Beautifully held slide there. Yeah, he gets it up on the old cam, and those back wheels scrabbling for grip, and he just kept his foot right in there. Good.
I believe that's down in turn 9. He was leading the race, and he is just rocketing through this field. Just ahead of him now, car number 44 is a Buick Kudzu. I talked about earlier when I mentioned Andy Evans will be driving that car. In fact, that may be Andy in the cockpit right now.
James Weaver squeezes inside him, pulls away a little bit.
James Weaver from Wiltshire, England.
A beautiful county, I might add. Has a lot of weather like they've got here in New Orleans today. And talking of weather, that sun